Introducing the GM Striker, a formidable, heavily armored variant of your standard GM, designed for close quarters combat, made in direct response to the Principality of Xeon's close quarters suit, the MS-07 Goof. The Striker most notably appears in Mobile Suit Gundam Crossfire, Gundam Build Divers, and various mangas. And there we have it, the GM Striker fully assembled. Overall, the build was smooth, aside from a copious amount of folding stickers, but we'll get back to that later. Despite that, I'm loving this kit. Now, let's talk articulation. The Striker's pretty posable. I've had no issues with the joints aside from the bicep swivel likes to pop off when I go to bend the elbow. Other than that, the joints are all sturdy and allow for some nice dynamic poses. Alright, articulation. Coming up to the head, we have a typical ball joint, so full 360 look around, can look up about that much and down about the same amount. If we fold out the shoulder panel, the arm can go out to just under 90 degrees, along with having a swivel at the shoulder. Coming down to the elbow, we have a double jointed joint. The first joint gets you your 90 degree elbow, and your second joint gives you a full 180 degrees. The shoulder might get in a little bit of the way of that though. Finally, coming down to the hands, you have a ball joint, so you get your stereotypical swiveling. Coming down to the waist, we have a full 360 spin, no ab crunch. As for the legs, flipping all of the skirt armor out of the way, the leg can go out to the side, about 45 degrees before the big old ball joint keeps it from going any further. Can go back only about 20 degrees or so, but forward you can get a nice high kick all the way up until the knee is hitting into the skirt armor when it's all the way back. Coming down to the knee, we have yet another double joint, your upper joint giving you just a bit of extra movement, while the lower joint handles most of the heavy lifting, giving you the rest of your just past 90 degree bend. Coming all the way down to the foot, we have a good amount of ankle tilt there, can point the toes down a bit, can point them up quite a lot, and we also have a 360 degree swivel. All in all, pretty decently posable with nice stiff joints, so great for animating. Let's zoom in on some of the details. The additional armor with the deep panel lines really caught my attention when buying this kit, and I personally love the design. It feels much less toy-like as opposed to some other Earth Federation mobile suits. The Striker feels similar to the Zaku in the sense that it could be an actual military war machine. Now for the bad, the color correcting stickers. I hate to say it, but there are almost 20 stickers, and almost all of them require folding. Now, let's talk accessories. You get a pretty nice variety of weapons, including an MG, spike shield, and a cool looking beam spear scythe combo. As far as GMs go, the Striker has the most unique accessories I've seen. Starting with the MG, it's the standard issue gun for ground type GMs. Despite that, still a very cool rifle with a folding stock and a side handle. Keep in mind when posing with both hands using that side handle, it is very easy to pop off the fingers to the trigger hand. I myself lost the fingers to my carpet for a solid 20 minutes. Now the shield. The spike shield is a custom shield based off of the standard ground type shield. It has a pair of spikes on the end for quick bashing and stabbing, while still providing a good defense. Now for the weapon that makes the Striker so intriguing, the twin beam spear. This weapon is specialized for the Striker, being a CQC mobile suit, to give it an advantage in melee combat, as it gives the pilot a much longer range. The spear also has an alt mode where the beams flip to the side and become a scythe, not too dissimilar to the Gundam Death Scythe's main weapon from Gundam Wing. It also has the standard GM beam saber stored on its back. To wrap up accessories, we have the hands. The Striker comes with a pair of fists, a right trigger hand, and an open left hand. Not a super wide variety, but compared to today's kits, I appreciate it. As for customization, there's lots of nice panel lines, so using a panel liner will look really nice. Something I will probably end up doing myself as well will be painting where all the yellow stickers are, being that they can come off very easily. As for weathering, I feel like it would look very good as well, being the Striker is a lot more militaristic looking. If you like collecting GMs or just looking for a unique kit, I highly recommend this, as it's not too expensive, it looks pretty nice, and has decent posability. And if you're an animator like me, it feels nice to animate due to it having some actually pretty stiff joints. Just beware of the stickers.